Hey y'all, good morning. I'm Sherry and this is Country Couponing Chicks. And I told you guys the other day when I was doing my thrifting haul and showing you my bookshelves that I would come back and show you how I had them staged when I was finished. Now this is my favorite shelf of all, and I'm going to give you a little tour from top to bottom really quick and then go over it. Now this shelf I used in my other video and it has changed since then. Not a lot on every shelf, but a few of the shelves are totally different. Now let me start by saying I am in no way, shape, or form a minimalist. Now that's fantastic if that's what you want to do in decorating, but I choose the maximalist style because I love lots of stuff. I love vintage stuff. I love old stuff. I just love the things that I love. And I feel like that is my prerogative because everybody is a little bit different. So I just want to go over you mostly this shelf right here because this is my favorite shelf. Let me see if I can get that light where it's not. Don't think that's going to happen. So the light you are seeing is a light ring, just because it is a little bit darker in here. But this is a shelf, and I like to decorate each individual shelf of my bookshelf like a window, okay? Each one is a little vignette all to itself, and I think it's gorgeous that way. And it may be a little overwhelming to look at the whole thing at one time, but when you look at each shelf individually, it is just beautiful to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I have here and where I got it. I picked up these two little figurines at the Goodwill. These are vintage, and I have found out recently, and if I am wrong, feel free to correct me on this, but something is vintage when it is old, but it doesn't actually become an antique until it is over 100 years old, okay? So these little figurines are vintage, and they were $1.99 at Goodwill because they were on the red tag, and that day the red tag was half price. So I picked those up, and I just think they're adorable. And here is the bouquet of tulips that I picked up and cleaned, and they were in this glass jar, and I think they were only $3.99, and they had a few little spots on them. I think that's why they were that cheap, because these are very expensive flowers if you order them on Amazon, but when I cleaned them up, they looked fantastic. Now, I found this picture back here at a yard sale this past weekend. It fits perfectly in my shelf, and I was so excited. It looks like a Victorian setting by the ocean. Some ladies all dressed in their hats and long dresses, and it just looks like a beautiful vacation spot, and it's gorgeous. And then this little picture right here, let me see if I can get it without the light, is of a little Victorian girl and her dog, and I got this at the Goodwill. And then I love, love, love this boot, and I'm going to go ahead and scoot the little lady over here so you can see it. This is a vase if you choose to use it as a vase. This is also vintage, and I paid $7.99 for that, and it's beautiful. I'm not going to put any flowers in it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I like it just that way. Now, this little head sculpture, I got this a few years back, and I got this in a estate sale. The eyelashes are even real. Well, not real eyelashes, but you know, they are actually made of some sort of fiber. And the person that I got this from had collected these over the years and had many different styles. And I wish I had got a few more because I think they're beautiful. And then I just put a couple of my antique books in here. This Ben-Hur actually is from the early 1900s, is when the copyright was. And I also have a book called The Song of Bernadette, and that book was a movie that I seen many years ago, and I love that movie, and I was so excited when I found that book at an estate sale. And then I found this beautiful little box, and it looks like leather and brass. I do think that the closure is brass, but I don't think it is around it, but it is definitely not leather. But altogether, I think it makes a beautiful little vignette, and I absolutely love it. And by itself, it's gorgeous. And then I just changed a few things around on the other shelves. But now this one also, I did change a few things around here. I found this clock last weekend at a garage sale, and it looks very vintage, very Victorian. I got it for $1. I've never even put batteries in it to see if it works because I really don't care. And then I put some some books in the back, and I just changed this around a little bit, set my little gold picture on more books, and change this. I have a screw laying on the shelf, excuse that. And then here I put some more of my and let me see if I can get down lower. Okay, I had a wire basket and I didn't have anything in it, and I have noticed that a lot of people, when decorating lately, they are doing decorating by layering. They are just layering on top of layering. And I like the look, and I did not have anything in the basket, and I had a silver platter. I also found that blue and white plate and the little picture frame, and I had a few more of these older Reader's Digest, so I just popped them in there, and I think it just looks so cute. So anyway, this is my shelf, and I did change out the books up there and add my little blue and white boy up there. I just thought it looked better that way. I am still on the hunt for more vintagey looking picture frames for that shelf, and I did change out one of the flowers for the burlap sack flower, and I think that looks much better. All right, now I'm going to come over here to this one. This is going to be the last one I'm going to show you for right now. But this vignette, okay, as you can see, one of my bookcases are white and one is brown. They came like this in the brown state, and I decided I wanted them white, so I painted one, but I have not got the other one painted yet. I'm going to wait till it's a little bit warmer outside so I can take it out and do it outside. I tried doing it in the living room floor with the other one, and it was just very hard to bend over and paint because I laid it down flat. So anyway, here are a few pieces that I have gotten at the, most of these actually I think came from Habitat this year. I do like this frame on this one, and I found a platter back in the back, some pieces of ironstone, some blue and white, this adorable little bell. And then I found this picture frame, which I thought was gorgeous. There was nothing in it, excuse the light in the background. And I just got a little piece of scrapbook paper and put it in there, and then used some yellow flowers from the Dollar Tree to put beside it to sort of pop out the yellow. And then this book in the back is a book of etiquette, very vintage book of etiquette. And since we like to entertain, I just opened it up to the house and weekend parties section, and I have it on a stand, which you cannot see back there. I also got the stand at a garage sale. So everything in this shelf is thrifted, and I think it looks really good together. Has a little pop of color with the yellow and the blue. Plus, I love having the vintage book displayed. And there's also different sections in there for entertaining for holidays and different things, and I'll probably change it around and put it on different sections for the different holidays. So it's just a little bit of a different way to decorate. All right, so that's what I have going so far. I'm really excited that it is time for garage sales to begin. My mother and I usually started our yard sale adventures every Good Friday. That's usually when they started picking up, and we really started having some good ones going. So I'm hoping that this next coming Friday, me and my daughters probably will head out and hit up some, so I hope there are some. And then we'll see what happens with the bookshelves and other parts of the house. But for right now, once again, this is my favorite shelf, and it is all thrifted. I don't think there's one thing on there. There isn't one single thing on there that I bought new. I probably have less than $20 in the whole thing. So that's not bad considering, and it was a lot of fun finding the pieces. That's one of the most important things. It is a hobby that doesn't cost all that much, and you can enjoy it and get some exercise and spend some time with some friends. So you guys always remember to thrift what you can, what you can't buy on sale, and look out for those clearances. All right, you guys, we will see you again real soon. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.